Book of Heaven, Volume 16, February 10th, 1924. Necessity of Complete Abandonment in the Divine Will. The doctrine on the divine will is the purest, the most beautiful, and through it the church will be renewed and the face of the earth transformed. I was thinking to myself about all that was written in these past days, and I said to myself that they were neither necessary nor serious things, that I could have done without putting them on paper, but obedience wanted it so, and I had the duty to say fiat also in this. But as I was thinking about this, my beloved Jesus told me,
"Yet, my daughter, everything was necessary in order to make known how to live in my will. By not saying everything, you would cause some quality of how to live in it to be missing, and therefore they could not have the full effect of the living in my will. As for example, on the abandonment of living in my will, if the soul did not live completely abandoned in my will, she would be like someone who lived in a sumptuous palace, and now leaned out of a window, now out of a balcony, now went down to the main door. So only seldom or in passing does the poor one pass through some of the rooms, and therefore she knows little of the regime, of the work that is needed, of the goods which are there present, of what she can take, and of what she can give. Who knows how many goods are in there? And she knows little about it. Therefore she does not love that palace as she should love it, nor does she esteem it as it deserves. Now, for the soul who lives in my will and is not completely abandoned in it, self-reflections, cares for herself, fears, disturbances, are nothing other than windows, balconies, and main doors that she forms in my will, and by going out very often, she is forced to see and feel the miseries of human life. And since the miseries are her own property, while the riches of my will are mine, she becomes more attached to the miseries than to the riches, and so she will not come to love, nor will she enjoy what it means to live in my will. And having formed the main door, one day or another she will go away to live in the miserable hovel of her own will. See, then, how complete abandonment in me is necessary in order to live in my will. My will does not need the miseries of the human will. It wants the creature to live together with it, beautiful, just as it delivered her from its womb, without the miserable provision that she has formed for herself in the exile of life. Otherwise there would be disparity, which would bring sorrow to my will and unhappiness to the human will. Do you see how necessary it is to make them understand that complete abandonment is needed in order to live in my will? And you say it was not necessary to write about it. I feel compassion for you because you do not see what I see, and therefore you take it lightly. But in my all-seeingness, I see that these writings will be for my church like a new sun which will rise in her midst, and drawn by its blazing light, creatures will apply themselves in order to be transformed into this light and become spiritualized and divinized in such a way that, as the church will be renewed, they will transform the face of the earth. The doctrine on my will is the purest, the most beautiful, not subject to any shadow of the material or of interest, both in the supernatural and in the natural order. Therefore, like sun, it will be the most penetrating, the most fecund, and the most welcomed and appreciated. And being light, of its own, it will make itself understood and will make its way. It will not be subject to doubts or suspicions of error, and if some word is not understood, it will be because of too much light which, eclipsing the human intellect, will not allow them to comprehend the whole fullness of the truth. However, they will find not a word which is not truth. At the most, they will not be able to comprehend it fully. Therefore, in view of the good which I see, I push you to neglect nothing in writing. One saying, one effect, one simile about my will can be like beneficial dew upon souls, just as dew is beneficial on the plants after a day of burning sun, or like a pouring rain after long months of drought. You cannot understand all the good, the light, the strength contained in each word, but your Jesus knows it and knows the ones whom it must serve and the good it must do.
Now, as he was saying this, he showed me a table in the middle of the church, and all the writings about the divine will placed upon it. Many venerable people surrounded that table and became transformed into light and divinized, and as they walked, they communicated that light to whomever they encountered. Then Jesus added,
You will see this great good from heaven when the church will receive this celestial food, which will strengthen her and make her rise again in her full triumph.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.